Talk about building the hottest on the lot report. This guy right here. You always have to remember the emoji. Alright, let's dive into it here. So we need to build the hottest on the lot for Alfa Romeo Bakersfield. So we're going to go to their website here. Alfa Romeo USA of Bakersfield. Alright, here we go. We're gonna hop in Tag Manager. I'm already in here. This is an OEM website. They actually have two. We're gonna be tagging this one right here. So now I also got a document here. It's gonna help us out along the way. And a link to this document will be in the video description, so you can download it and have it and use it the same way that I'm using it. If you want to modify it, you can do that too. Just make sure to save it as a copy. So we're gonna go ahead and dive in here. We're gonna go ahead and start with our variable. Okay, this is one of the important things here. These names right here, these are all based on variable, custom regex variable. So we're gonna go ahead and call this the new model grabber. Okay, cool. We're gonna choose regex table. There we go. I'm gonna base it off the page URL. Just go ahead and add a couple rows. You're gonna need them. Okay, so we're gonna go to Alfa Romeo. New. Let's check out the sweet coupe here. Alright. Now, we want to make sure we're on the VDPs, and I haven't been on this website yet, but that does not seem to be the VDP. Let's just double check here. Alright, so we're in the SRP, now we're in the VDP. Okay, cool. So this is what we're going to be playing with here, alright? We want to make sure, we want to pull the information out of the URL using our regex table based on URL. So, new, just going to dive in here. Okay, dot star, wildcard. Alright, cancel out our special characters. So if you don't understand regex or you're still learning it, there's a cool tool you can use to diagnose it. I'm going to do that myself here. And that is going to be the regex test. Regex 101. So we can put our regex formula up there. We can grab our URL, pop it in, and it's triggered. So if I took this out here, seems to still be triggered, but that's just a better case. So just to compare and contrast, if I were to grab shopping here, the finance center, and I posted this in here, that one that's highlighted in blue is going to fire, this one, so you can just double check your work with that. Anyways, back to GTM. Now to save time, I typically just copy and paste this a few times and then base it off the models. So I have two monitors. I'm going to try to cram this all in one monitor here. Alright.
Yes.
It's probably just going to be Julia. Make sure you spell it right or it won't work. We'll do quality control here. Alright, so see, one thing is interesting. This over here is new alpha. This is just simply new inventory.
How?
And car gurus, I have no idea where that's coming from.
Oh.
Let's refresh here. Let's see what the heck is going on here. Let's copy that. Let's just paste it down here and see what we got. Okay. Alfa Romeo. Julia. Yep, that should work. Alright, let's go ahead and cancel this. Big fan of having a notepad. Alright. And you just want to do that for all the models they got.
Yes. We did. It's in there? It's in the data studio, yes.
It looks like they just have 3 here, which is actually super easy for us. Okay. Now, we're doing a roll-up report, so we're going to make sure, as in combining their OEM website along with their preferred website. So what I want to go ahead and do is open up a new tab here. And I'm pretty sure I did 2 layers. Just go check it real quick. Alright. Variables.
But the thing is, it's a carousel ad, so I can't
Alright,
wait
so
till you go to submit it.
I did not
And
use
be like,
hyphens.
sorry,
Just
we can't give you co-op for this
alpha.
because I need all.
I believe this is the spider. Yep.
But you approved it. You approved
Spider.
Why is the screenshot not good enough now?
So this is what's actually gonna be showing on the hottest in the lot here.
Oh yeah. And now Kia.
Okay.
Oh, it's after the 7th. I should.
And go ahead and open this back up. Go ahead and close those. Save that. Trigger.
Need 7. Yeah. I'll call them now. While I'm thinking about it.
Alright, here we gotta have new alpha VP alpha. Alright, page view. Some pages. So right now we're just saying that this will fire if they're on a new page. Just, you know, more quality control. For contains match regex. Alright.
Oh, look at that.
Let's go ahead and grab this again. Now something I just noticed is you want to make sure you use wildcards for in a year. I'll go ahead and show you that. Let's just add these in here. Okay. So yeah, the wild cards for the year. You want to replace this 1, 2, 3, 4 with these 1, 2, 3, 4. So when 2019 comes, you're not gonna need to redo all this. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Alright, tags. I'm gonna use this as a naming convention here. New. Alpha models. Universal. I'm gonna set it as an event. Super important that this is case sensitive. It has to be exact. Super duper important. New alpha models. Yep. Action. So that variable we built is now going to populate the action. And the URL is going to be clickable in the data studio down at the bottom. This is also super important because if you leave it at false, then it's going to consider this a non-bounce. So anytime someone looks at a VDP, it's going to throw all the bounce rates off for the whole account. So you do not want that. New variable, we're going to build our GA property. I'm just picking a different song right now. There we go. Alright, so yeah. Let's see here. GA property. Go grab our tracking ID. Thirteen two. Trigger. Use VDP that we used. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and build a new trigger for used. Okay, VDP used models. Alright, page view. Now something you want to make sure, if they have certified, sometimes the URLs will actually be different for certified and used. So you want to make sure that you include both, if that's the case. For us, it's simply used inventory, and you want to grab it off the VDP. So it's slightly different there. Used. Yeah, that's got a hyphen there, so it'll be different. If it was the same, it would trigger every SRP and inflate the numbers. You'd have to figure out something else. Dot star. Use those characters as literal. Okay. Tag. We're gonna build our use tag. Alright. Used. All models. Category. VDP. Use models. This is right. I'm just getting this right off here. Action. Used. All models. Label. Page URL. Value. Leave blank. Non-interaction. It's gonna be true. Our GA property will be there. Trigger's gonna be used models. Save. Now we're gonna need some quality control. We should see it pop up here. Yep. Alright, so we're in used. Go ahead and click here. We should see our tag fire off. Yep, there we go. So if you click that, you can get the details here. Action, category, and the URL label there. And then you just want to go ahead and check. So see, we missed, we got 4C Coop and 4C Spider. They only got one, so we'll just leave them together. Oh, this is not working. Let's try a different one. Okay, here we go. And it's sending in as a VDP alpha model category action. It's got the car and the label there. So looks like we're working. We're going to go ahead and submit this. Hottest on the lot, V1. And then you want to check this in a couple days and look for if there's something that's not working. So say the 4C Spider, they got a bunch, this undefined value will pop up. And this is how you want to look for. This will help you troubleshoot. So if I go in here and choose undefined, looks only, you'll get the URLs of what's not working. So we got Chevrolet Volt and Cadillac CT6. 3 and 3. So then you can go, this is Bachman of Wellsville. Bachman of Wellsville. Variables. New model. And you can see when you have some brands, you can have a lot. Like it was a Spark we were having issues on. Oh, Volt. We might not, we probably don't have the Volt. Nope, I don't see Volt. So, we're going to go ahead and grab this. Add Volt. 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 And then we also had a Cadillac in there. So Cadillac, what Cadillac was it? Let's see here. A CT6. CT6. 56. Save. Preview. Refresh. Now sometimes if you have two tag managers previewing, it'll throw it off. We'll see here. In theory, I should be able to click this and see if it's working. New model. Now this is a multi-brand, so there's that one just counts all the new models to compare and contrast. There we go. Yep, Chevy Volt. Now it's working, and these undefined values from this point on will now be right. And that is hottest on the lot.